So I finally saw it. Finally saw the movie Her. And if you've been watching my reviews for the last couple of months, I've mentioned this movie a couple times because I've gotten a trailer for this movie over the past few months with a lot of movies that I went and saw. And every time I saw that trailer, my reaction was the exact same every time. And that is, that looks fucking stupid. I was like, really? Joaquin Phoenix is in a love story with Surrey that's being it's a computer operating system that basically is like Surrey, but it's being voiced by Scarlett Johansson. Fucking really? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I know it's like I wanted to try to keep an open mind because it was being directed by Spike Jonze, a guy who I really don't mind at all. I've enjoyed adaptation and I enjoyed Where the Wild Things Are. I didn't see Being John Malkovich. Maybe I'll get around to watching that one day, but I don't know. But Where the Wild Things Are, in my opinion, was one of the more smart kids movies in recent memory. And also the adaptation was really great. Chris Cooper, and you have people like fucking Chris Cooper, Meryl Streep, and pretty fun performance by Nicolas Cage. Um, but yeah, this one looked like he was just going off the rails and his batshit crazy. Because Spike Jonze makes weird fucking movies, but this looked like it was taking it to the extreme. Um, and I was like, I just don't, I don't want to, I was not buying this movie whatsoever. I was like, this looks really fucking stupid. And then it was getting all this praise, and it's being considered for Best Picture, along with movies like American Hustle and Gravity and 12 Years a Slave and Wolf of Wall Street, stuff like that. And you're like, really? This movie's just as good as those? I really don't see it being that good. So, as you might expect, my expectations for this movie were very, very low. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for this. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who are going to disagree with me wholeheartedly. But I didn't really care too much for this movie at all. While I say that, I do say also that I almost kind of recommend this movie because it's batshit crazy and fucking bizarre. This movie is. If you think this movie looked as dumb, if you thought the trailer looked dumb, wait till you watch the fucking movie. This movie is even fucking worse than the trailer. This movie, I can't really recommend. I can't decide whether I want to recommend this movie or not because it is something I would almost recommend people watching it out of curiosity. Is it is really fucking bizarre, and I couldn't really take the problem with this movie. Main problem with this movie is that I couldn't take any of this shit seriously. I wasn't invested in any of the characters, and also the best way to describe this movie in one word is fucking creepy. Everybody in this movie pretty much was fucking creepy and just awkward and unlikable. Joaquin Phoenix definitely was. I mean, I know he played the role pretty well, but his character wasn't very likable. It was fucking creepy. And hell, even Olivia Wilde. At one point, he has a chance to go on a date with. He goes on a date with Olivia Wilde. Fucking Olivia Wilde, a real actual hot piece of ass. Sorry, I had to say that, but somebody. I mean, I had the choice between a computer automated system that sounded like Scarlett Johansson and didn't have a body, and Olivia Wilde, who was an actual person, I would go with Olivia Wilde. Sorry, I'm not. I mean, Scarlett Johansson's good looking, but what the fuck. But anyways, she even calls him out on it, him being fucking creepy. I'm like, well, good for her. Her and who is it? Her and who's the other? Oh, Rooney Mara is the only characters that actually seem like normal fucking people because one, like I said, Olivia Wilde calls Joaquin Phoenix on the fact that he's fucking creepy, and then Rooney Mara is his ex-wife or his ex, who really badgers him for fucking having a romantic relationship with his voice automated system, or what is it, the OS operating system. That's exactly what it's called. Very fucking original. Or Samantha, or whatever you want to call her. And it's like, yeah, that's fucking weird. And the weird part about this movie is that she seems to be one of the only people that thinks that's fucking weird, because you find out by like halfway through this movie that other people are using this same system or falling in love with their automated systems, and you're like, fucking really? Operating systems? I'm like, fucking really? It's really creepy. And then, yeah, like I said, I really couldn't care for any of these characters that much. And I thought almost at one point Amy Adams was going to be a normal person, but then she falls in love with, starts a relationship with a operating system who's a woman too, which, what the fuck? And I just, this movie was just a bunch of what the fucks, like, moments in this movie. It's just, that's the best way, that, what the fuck and creepy are the best ways to describe this movie. Like, half the time I'm just sitting there, what the fuck am I watching? Like last week I said Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. I'm just sitting there going, like, at the end of that, when I said, what the fuck am I watching, at the end of that movie, and put it, like, I kept saying that throughout this whole fucking movie. Now, I will say, if I could give praise, I mean, Spike Jonze, the movie does look pretty. It does look very nice, and it is shot very well. I do agree that I could see that some of this technology could be our future. I mean, I could see us having our automated system that, like, basically talks to us all day, and that I could see that kind of happening. I mean, I could see a lot of the technology in this movie being our future. Like, Joaquin Phoenix works at a company where he writes handwritten letters to people from other people, and it's like he basically comes up with whatever he wants to say. It's really fucking weird. I can't really describe it. It's like, I could see that fucking happening. I mean, I can understand. This movie also, one of the things I hate about this movie is that it's pretentious as hell. It hammers you over the fucking head with the fact that this is an allegory about our relationships with our technology and our relationships with real people. And I'm like, yes, I get it. Don't fucking have to hammer it over the head. I fucking get it. I get it. We're, too enamored with our technology and don't really know how to interact with real people. I fucking get it. You don't have to. It's like, it's pretentious as hell. I hate using that word, but it is. It's pretentious as hell. Also, the dialogue in this movie is fucking stupid. I really hated the dialogue in this movie. Really, really did. Now, it's just like, it's awkward. It's not funny. It's just really creepy in some lines, and it's just really stupid. Some of those lines in this movie are really fucking stupid. But one reason why I do recommend this movie is that there are some really batshit crazy moments in it. And for that, I kind of recommend watching some of it. Maybe not at the theater, but maybe at home for a cheap rental. My favorite moments in this movie that just took me for a fucking loop. 30 minutes into the movie, Joaquin Phoenix, before he gets the girl Samantha, he's going through like a dating site, and he messages a girl who talks about how she is lonely and all she needs is to be snuggled. And this is like a voice automated message system, so like they can hear each other. And he has like an as a head or earbud in it, like, basically he has an earbud so you can hear her. And it starts out like, oh, I want you to touch me and snuggle me, and then they start having like full-blown phone sex, to the point, at one point, she asks him to choke, I'm not joking here, to choke her with her dead cat. What? I'm just sitting here like, even that was the only genuine moment I felt like Joaquin Phoenix was a real person, because he kind of goes, he's startled by that, like, I would be too, what the fuck? He's like, choke me with the cat, choke me with the dead cat, choke me with the dead cat, and he's like, alright, I'm choking you with its tail, and like, that's like, makes her go have an orgasm, and you're like, what the fuck was that? And then it just cuts to something else after that, and you're like, the fuck was that? And then, like, and then, like, then it just gets weirder. Like, there's some things that are just, like, small things that I noticed. Like, what the fuck was up with the Amy Adams character and her whole fucking documentary she was making? That was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. The documentary was about, like, how she wanted to make a documentary about how much time we spend a day sleeping. So what does she come up with, like, what? So you think that maybe she would talk to people about, sleeping or something like that? No, what she does, the footage that she shows for a documentary is just footage of her mother sleeping. That's it. What the fuck? And Joaquin Phoenix is like, oh, I get the message. That's kind of cool. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's fucking boring. Who wants to watch people sleep? It's just fucking stupid. I'm like, what the fuck? And that was such a weird fucking. But that's not even the weirdest. Dude, when you think, that's the thing about this movie, is that when you think it could get any fucking weirder, it continues to get weird. There's a scene where fucking Scarlett Johansson and Joaquin Phoenix, you've seen this in trailers. If you've seen the trailers, you've seen this, where she says, how would you touch me? And that leads to them having phone sex. And it's awkward, creepy, it's not erotic. It's really just like, ugh. It's like, I'm just creeped out the whole time I'm watching that. And I'm like, the fuck, movie? Like, and then, like, I half expected, no joke, because of the way this movie was going, I half expected her, because of, like, them having phone sex, I half expected her to end up being pregnant. I know that sounds really stupid and really fucking crazy, but the way this movie was fucking going and the direction it seemed like it was going, I half expected that. Oh my god. And luckily it didn't. There was a couple directions I thought it was going to go, but it didn't. Thank god. Damn it. What was the other... Oh, fuck. Where was the other... Oh. When you think this movie couldn't really get out there, it introduces, halfway through the movie, this idea... Alright. It's going to be hard to describe this, but I'm going to try to. Joaquin Phoenix realizes that, like, or Scarlett Johansson starts having feelings for Joaquin Phoenix, and she realizes that he wants a real, like, human body to interact with. So she finds a cyst, what the hell is it? Like a, god damn it, a kind of a company that lets you borrow a surrogate body. Like, she finds a girl that she finds really attractive on this, like, company, and so she decides to hire her to be the surrogate body, while so basically what she does is, like, this girl comes over and she puts on, like, an earpiece, so Scarlett Johansson's talking. Both of them put on earpieces, so Scarlett Johansson's talking to Joaquin Phoenix while they're trying to have sex, and this girl doesn't talk whatsoever, ever, while Joaquin Phoenix just has sex with her. That is fucking weird, beyond fucking belief. I don't know if it's fucking weird. It's not fucking funny, it's not creepy, it's not erotic, it's not touching, it's really fucking weird. Oh my god. Like, at that point, I'm like, what? I didn't know what the fuck they were gonna throw at me at this point. After that, I didn't. I was like, I have expected something fucking crazy to happen by the end. And it's supposed to be a sad ending, like you're supposed to feel for the characters at the end of it. I couldn't. I was like, this is such a stupid idea in the first place. I don't have any emotional investment whatsoever. I don't. It's so fucking weird. I just, oh my god. I know people are going to disagree with me on this 100%. I know there's going to be Spike Jonze fans who are going to be pissed off at me. But this, I think this, what happened with Spike Jonze is that he gets away with so much by direct critics. Critics love him. He can do no wrong. He's like the Terrence Malick of fucking quirky comedies, and he figured I'm assuming his mindset was, I'm gonna throw out the craziest fucking idea I could do. See if it fucking sticks with the critics. That's the only thing I can think of. And he gets away with so much, and now this is getting so much praise. If this wins Best Picture over American Hustle, stuff like that, I have lost all fucking hope in the Oscars. By God. Like, I know Golden Globes is coming up, and I know they split up the Best Picture categories into, like, comedy, musical, and drama. If this wins comedy, musical over, like, American Hustle, I'm gonna be pissed. Really fucking pissed. That was a fucking quality film compared to this. I mean, oh my god. Like I said, I do recommend it by like, maybe just watching it like for a rental, cheap rental. That's about it because of how bizarre it is. But other than that, I don't recommend this movie. Like, in the theaters, definitely. I don't. If you think the trailer looks weird and stupid, that's nothing compared to what the actual movie is like. So, yeah. I'm sure I'm going to get hatred for this, but whatever. If you disagree with me and you want to tell me why, please do. Why the hell you love this movie? I want to know why. I'm really curious. But yeah, that's it for that. I'll be back next week with what the hell's next week? Oh yeah, Devil's Due, Ride Along, and what's the other one? Oh, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, something like that. Is that what it's called? Shadow Recruit? Something like that. Ghost Recruit or Shadow? Fuck it, whatever. Those all three look alright. Look like they'll be alright movies. I might maybe try in between that next Friday, seeing Philomena. The other two movies that came out to my theater that I haven't got around to watching yet, Philomena and Lone Survivor, both came along with her this week. I might try to check both those movies out eventually. I might have a free week where there's nothing really exciting come out, and I'll probably just put or watch one of those movies on that week. But I'll try to get the Filipino because I don't know how long that'll be at my movie theater. I don't think it'll be very long. I heard really good things about that. I don't know what the hell. I really don't even know what that movie's about, but I hear really good things about it. But I'll watch. I'll probably be, if I'm not back with that sometime next week or sometime this week, I'll be back Friday with one of those three I was talking about. So I'll see you guys later.